Hi, it's Lindsay Diane from DianeDecor.com. In this video, we're going to talk all about how to hide the bottom of a fake Christmas tree. Leaving the bottom of your artificial Christmas tree bare can really detract from all of the hard work that you've done decorating it. It doesn't matter how beautiful your ornaments are, how well balanced they are, your garland, your lights, your topper. It doesn't matter when you look at the bottom of your Christmas tree and all you see is that skinny little spindly piece of metal. It's all sparsely coated and a little bit of garland, and it looks totally out of place. So I'm going to show you different ways to hide the bottom of that fake Christmas tree so that everything looks beautiful from top to bottom. Option number one is something that I tried out for the first time last year and absolutely love it. It is called the Christmas Tree Hugger. Now, what this is it's actually just a simple piece of printed foam. It comes in a few different patterns if you search from their official website. I chose like a brown pattern, and it looks really, really nice from a distance when you wrap the base of your tree with this Christmas tree hugger. So like I said, it's a piece of like foam. It's almost, it's like the same material as a mouse pad. Think of like a strip of that same material as a mouse pad. It has Velcro on one side and it has the print of the bark of tree on the other side. Like I said, it comes in a few different colors. I think there's even a candy cane striped one. So if you're doing that candy cane, candy tree sort of theme, that might be really great for that. But I chose the regular bark pattern. You just wrap it around the base of the tree, you Velcro it into place. Now, this is just a very, very quick and simple way to cover up that metal pole at the bottom of the tree. Now, I wouldn't necessarily leave this alone, so I would pair it with a tree skirt probably, because you still have the footing or the stand of your tree to contend with. This really just takes care of the pole itself, but then you have that, the triangular or the little feet legs that come off that are actually the stand of the tree that you probably want to cover as well. So I'm going to show you how I paired it here with a tree skirt. This is a really great way to give a more natural look to your artificial tree. I loved it. It's super inexpensive. I think I paid maybe $13 or so. Let me check what the price is on Amazon right now. It's called the Christmas Tree Hugger. So right now on Amazon, I'm showing it as $17.99. That price may come down a little bit closer to Christmas time when things start to go on sale. But either way, under $20, it's well worth it. I think it was just a fun, new, innovative way to cover up the bottom of your fake Christmas tree. I think this is especially good if you have smaller trees that are elevated. So sometimes if your tree is really big, like let's say you've got a 7.5-foot tree or a 9-foot tree, from a distance, you're probably not seeing the base anyway, because the branches are coming out so much, and depending upon how full your tree is, you might not see that base. It's usually those smaller trees that you may have elevated on a table, or you may have a small tree in your kids' room or something like that. That would be a great use for this Christmas tree hugger. Number two is the most common, and that is the Christmas tree skirt. Christmas tree skirts come in all different types of materials. You can get sequin ones, you can get the ones that are sort of the red fabric with the white fuzzy collar, kind of like, that to match Santa Claus's outfit. These are really easy because you can kind of cinch them up so that they cover not only the metal pole at the bottom of the tree, but also the stand itself that's propping up the tree. So they're really easy, they're inexpensive. They can get kind of pricey, especially when you try to personalize them. You can have your last name embroidered on them. You can have your kids' names embroidered on them. So they can kind of run the gamut, but generally speaking, they're fairly inexpensive. You just want to make sure that when you're using that Christmas tree skirt, that you get one that's properly sized for your tree. So you want one that's going to spread out at least to the edge of the bottom branches of your tree, if not beyond that. When you get something that's too small, it almost sort of loses its pizzazz. It can get lost in the branches, and you're really not getting the nice effect of having that bottom decorative base of your tree. So think about getting a tree skirt. You can find them just about anywhere: Amazon, Walmart, Target, pretty much any place that's going to sell Christmas decor. You will find a Christmas tree skirt. You can even find them at Dollar Tree, but again, just be mindful of the size of the skirt and make sure that it's going to match that bottom diameter of your tree. Next up is a Christmas tree collar. Now, I also love this option. I use this for my big tree in the living room, and I have one that's nice and thick. It covers basically everything at the bottom of the tree. It's really easy. It's coming in these, it's basically like a cardboard. Mine has sequin fabric around it that I really love. It makes everything kind of sparkle, and it just Velcros around in the back. And this is just a very simple way to hide the bottom of a fake Christmas tree. They come in a lot of different styles. You can find wood ones. You can find ones that are actually metal and are just a nice metal cylindrical kind of collar. Like I said, the one that I have is more of like a hexagon shape, and it comes in panels that kind of fold out, and you can kind of arrange them around the bottom of the tree and then Velcro them at the back where no one can see. They also have different types of, like, you can DIY a Christmas collar if you really wanted to. You can use a box or a crate to create this effect really easily. There are a lot of options for Christmas tree collars, but if you want to purchase one, they can be found on Amazon or, Walmart or Target. They'll all sell Christmas tree collars. And the last option for hiding the bottom of a fake Christmas tree is to use a big basket. Just go ahead and put your tree in a basket. Now, you need to make sure, of course, that the base of that basket is wide enough to accommodate your Christmas tree stand. If you want to use the basket without your Christmas tree stand, you're probably going to need to figure out a way to weight down that basket, so you can do some rocks at the bottom, some bricks, something like that that's going to hold your tree in place, and then top it off with something. You can top it off with moss, you can top it off with tinsel, you can top it off with any other sort of decorative Christmassy fabric if you want. There are a lot of different options, and this one is really great because odds are people have a basket on hand. You may not have one that's quite large enough for like a 9-foot tree or for an 8-foot tree, but you may certainly have one that's going to be big enough that you can kind of recycle for the Christmas season that will fit some of those smaller 4-foot trees. They're a great way to cover up the base. Like I said, seeing that base of the Christmas tree bare and looking kind of spindly and not proportional to the rest of the tree, that's something that you're usually seeing with the smaller trees, because again, the bigger ones have larger branches that are probably falling over that line of sight anyway. So if you have a smaller tree, odds are you have a smaller basket that's going to accommodate that. It may not be able to hold the whole projection of the stand, but again, you can find a different way around that by putting some bricks or rocks or something that's going to hold that base in place and weight it down so that your tree doesn't topple over. And then you just throw a topper on there, like tinsel or like another type of fabric, or even some faux snow would be cute to put at the top of the basket, and you're all set. That's it for this video. Those are the 4 ways to hide the bottom of a fake Christmas tree and give you a beautifully decorated look from top to bottom. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. Don't forget to visit me at DianeDecor.com. I post all about holiday decorating over there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.